Hello everyone, this is Youth Unplugged. I welcome you all to this wonderful program. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please, I will encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Press the notification button that whenever we release a new update, you receive it. God bless you. For some days now, I've been asking the Lord to give me strength to do some things because I have some things I just want to discuss something with the young people in this generation, most especially the ladies. And this discussion is very, very important, that is pointing towards understanding the will of the Lord for our lives. I got to understand a whole lot of things about the youth of this generation, which I can testify to because we have our guts, we have our ideology, we have things that we want. You know, we have our spec when it comes to a lot of things to achieve. That is the most important thing for us. And if we don't do that, if that is not done, then what are we living for? Why am I on earth? And one of the things is your aspiration, your destiny, your vision also. I got to understand this, that so many people will miss out to what the Lord wants to do in their life. We miss out to what the Lord have to offer, not because of sin, not because of fornication, not because you have done some things wrong. No, not because of that. No, it's because we don't understand the will of the Father, and that is a problem in our generation. Most of these young people in this generation have the eyes of 21st century, and that eyes of 21st century has really formed a kind of ideology, and that ideology has formed an idol that is ruling us. Everybody has that. Even the most unserious person who don't even know what he wants, there is this idol that runs through their head. And for example, when it comes to relationship, you hear some lady say, I want my guy to be this, I want him to be dark, I want him to be this, I want him to have this, I want him to possess this, I want him to act in this manner, I want him to talk in this manner, I want him to put on this kind of dress and all those things. And that is birthed from our ideology, our idol in our head, which is very beautiful. But come to think of this, what if the will of the Father is not that? What if the will of the Father is not all of those things you've just presented? What will you do to that? Will you say, I think my will is better and let me focus on what I want? Now, the problem here is that it's not that your will is good or your will is just the best. You even know, even the worst sinner on earth knows that God has something beautiful, always have something beautiful to present. So you get to know that there is something that is not going well with what you've just offered, which means the will of God is against those things you've just presented. How are you going to handle it? What will be your reaction? Will you say no to the will of the Father and yes to your will? Talking about that, I think we need to understand what the will of the Father is. What exactly is the will of the Father? Because if you don't know the will of the Father, you cannot embrace it. If you don't understand why is it called the will of the Father, if you don't understand why is it necessary to point at the will of the Father, you may not want to operate in that atmosphere. The first thing that I think the will of the Father is getting to know why you are created, the reason why you are on this earth. So when that is being sorted out, then you understand the reason why you are running. That reason is what we always call purpose. So if you understand the reason why you are created, the purpose in which God has sent you on this earth, then you begin to leverage on that path. You begin to operate on that path, and that will bring out the real you. So when you understand the will of the Father and understand who you are, which means the will of the Father is your purpose on earth, and who you are makes you run it. It's just, for example, when the Pharisees came to John and asked him, who are you? The first thing he said, I am not Messiah, I am John. We thank God he was able to divine himself, was able to tell them exactly who he is, and they were like, wow. But without that, if you don't know who you are, you will never understand the purpose of you being on earth. So when you understand who you are and follow through, and you understand the purpose of God for your life, then when it comes to relationship, then you now understand the kind of person that should be joined with you. So you understand the kind of person that will run that vision or that purpose with you. So getting to understand this is just the most important thing. And let me say this: the greatest discovery in the history of man is not the discovery of the plane, it's not the discovery of the skyscraper, it's not the discovery of the vehicle, the ship, it's not the discovery of roads, it's not the discovery of beautiful things around us now. The greatest discovery in the history of man is the discovery of yourself. So when you discover yourself, it is the greatest discovery in the history of man, because discovering yourself makes you to operate in a way that brings out the glory of God. So I sense in this our generation that a lot of people will miss out to the things God wants to do because you don't know who you are and you don't know the reason why you are on this earth, your purpose. Why are you on this earth? What is the reason? What is your purpose? What is your vision? If I have a vision and I am forcing you to understand my vision, we can't run together, because everybody have his own assignments, everybody have his own area to function. So if I am loving you without understanding your vision, without understanding your purpose, or without you understanding my purpose and my vision, we may end up regretting our relationship, because that is not based on the reason why we are created. So your relationship is based on the reason why you are created, so that at the end of everything you may give accounts towards what you have achieved in your life.